Hi everyone, thanks a lot for watching the short video about Jarvis, my own personal AI agent. I quickly wanted to show you the tool, the functionalities and what it can do for me. So overall, we have a couple of agents built in here. We have Jarvis, which is the orchestrator for the overall agents. We have a writing agent for me that is designed to write cover letters. We have a business growth agent that is designed to help me with my business growth and especially also new topics where I'm not an expert. We have a coding agent, we have an image generation agent, and we have the comparability features for the three biggest LLM providers. Additionally, you always have the chance to select a fast mode or a pro mode depending on how deep the answer quality should be. Also, of course, a question of tokens in general. You have some built-in web search features. You have the option to upload files into the system. You have a voice input option, and you have some additional settings that I might share you later. Overall, Jarvis is not an expert for something specifically, but as I mentioned, it's there for orchestrating the general agents, giving tasks to them, or just as a general chat interface for starting. So just showing you quickly, for example, a web search feature, if it's working or not. In parallel, I will also add the next agent already for you. So this is also a nice functionality. You have a kind of a splitting mode and you can talk to multiple LLMs at the same time. Specifically interesting if you want to compare, for example, the new releases of the LLM providers. So first of all, we have the weather forecast question. You can see it's the right date. So we have today 16th of June. You get the weather forecast and it's quite precise. If you want to work in parallel, you also have the option with the little plus icon to add the second chat window. And you can see, for example, here in the PBO, in the writing agent, there is already a predefined sentence. So the idea behind this is to cover just whatever job posting you find or wherever you want to apply. You add the text here and you prompt it. So it can access all of my information about myself, about my career, my skills, my strengths, and will incorporate them into the pitch. The agent is basically a multi-agent chain. So you start by analyzing the skills about Luca, then you continue with the writing itself, and then there is a polishing agent, which is there for make it anti-AI writing. Yeah, so to first of all fact check the information, to ensure that there are not so many dashes, that you don't start, you should not with this and then you should not with that. Yeah, so there is a kind of fine-tuning of the text. Then quickly showing you Newton, the business growth agent. By the way, you can also quite easily see in which agent you are working. First of all, you see it here. Secondly, the design is changing. So that's blue. Here you see green. If you go to a different agent, you would change it directly to yellow. So you can even use these information and send it to a different agent, which we don't do for this case at the moment. So a proper question for a business growth agent, for example, would be, how can I improve my SEO score for one of the products I'm currently building as a little side hustle? And then also, to not lose too much time, I can also add the other agents already, that you get a certain sense. So Cody is here to write code, for example, when all of the Anthropic credits are gone and you still need to continue coding, you can use this little agent. And image generation is, I guess, quite self-explanatory. Also here you can always choose a different model. And now let's take a look at the responses. So first of all, it tells me that it knows, study me, he knows it's a business from me, what I prioritize, which order I should do. Obviously the prompt is not very detailed, but I think sufficient for the moment. This one is just a little code for a simple button. Let me also introduce you those three little buttons quickly, because I kind of like them. So the first one is to expand the text. You can quite easily copy it from here. You can close it and you can also edit the text. So for example, if it writes you a nice cover letter, but use the dash instead of a comma, you can simply edit it here instead of sending the agent another prompt. Additionally, we have a read aloud function, which is not from the browser. It's powered by OpenAI's voice models, which I find are easier to hear than the standard browser quality.
So, generate me an image of a cute cat.
That was quite fast, to be fair, but I'm a fan of getting my input a little bit faster. In case this was too fast for me, I can easily also change the voice. I can change the speed here. And the last button is a simple copy button. Yeah, quite often helpful for certain things. Let me show you the comparability feature of those agents. I can, for example, add Claude, add Gemini, and add ChatGPT at the same time, and I can write all of them, and you will see that the answer quality is indeed quite different. You could imagine that an LLM processes certain things quite similar, but you will see always something else comes out. It comes there differently out. So here you have like 8 lines, 4 lines, 4 lines. If you gave the same prompt to the Pro mode, you will also get different results in that. By the way, I like my loading animation. Just needed to say that, I'm sorry. And you can see the text is different, quite interesting. Claude always tends to write 8 lines and the other ones quite 2. And I find it personally super interesting if the prompt is more complex, how the answer quality differs. I really hope you have enjoyed this short demo of my own personal AI agent. And if you're interested in exploring more about that or you would like to have an own one, just feel free to reach out to me.